Hello, my name's Liam Bastick from Some Product, and I'm going to give you yet another of those 5-minute videos. This time I'm going to share some quick tips on navigating a workbook. To show you some navigation tricks, I'm going to use this example Excel file, which will be in the resources if you look at the links below. It's nothing particularly exciting, just gives an idea. It does have a hyperlink system, so I can actually click in here and go click, and it takes me to a table of contents. We can go through and click to other sheets, so I'm only ever 2 clicks away from somewhere else. Hyperlinks, really useful. Talk about those another time. Got to stay focused, given I've only got 5 minutes here. What I have got here are various sheets. Now, it's a good idea with design if you're actually thinking about navigation tips to help yourself. Notice around everything, I have built these little, what I call moats. So if I highlight this range around this, do you see I've got white space all around it like this? This means if I want to select all this data, I don't need to be in the top one, which a lot of people do, and then go Control Shift down arrow, selects all this. I can just be anywhere and just go Control A, which selects all. That is fine as long as I haven't got anything touching something else. Because if I have it touching something else, I go select all, Control A, it will select this. So having this moat is quite useful. Having consistency and having things ordered together is pretty useful. Making sure the name of your sheet is up at the top, and that don't worry about the formula here. That's a little trick to actually make it the same as the sheet tab. Making it clear that what the content and purpose is will also help. People will be able to navigate a model much simpler if they know the content and purpose. So rather than use calculations, why not say revenue assumptions, cost of capital calculations, depreciation outputs? People know what to expect on these sheets if you do. Keeping the white space and narrowing columns so that you can indent this way naturally rather than using any alignment to actually indent means that I can use control with the arrow keys to move around. If I start here and go control down arrow, it takes me to the next non-empty cell in that range if there's space in between. Control down arrow again, whee, at the bottom of the sheet. I don't need to scroll up, I just go Control Home will bring me back. If I want to know where the final cell is on this sheet, so that's where Excel thinks the final row and the final column are, you just go Control End and it shows me it's here. It thinks at some point I've got something in this cell here. Final row is obvious, but why the final column? Well, that's because I've got some formatting here. You see, if it tends to be somewhere miles out, then you may need to delete some rows and columns and resave your sheet in order to keep the file size to a minimum. Just tips. This means, therefore, the control and arrow keys, control right arrow, down, left, up, takes you around, and if I hold the shift button down at the same time, I can actually select the block. Faster way, just being here, Control A. Nice and simple to move it around like that. Other tip to actually move from one sheet to another, control and page up and page down will move you from sheets. Good idea, especially useful for those people who don't like using a mouse, but not to be recommended if you're doing a presentation and you're the presenter in a darkly lit room, because it has an effect of like a strobe effect, which can cause serious issues for some people. So not a good idea to do that too much. Look, these are just short, simple, sweet tricks on about navigation and making your life easier. By planning and having the space and having some indenting and trying to make the titles clear and perhaps using hyperlinks when you can, and we'll talk about that another time, you can easily make navigation of models much, much simpler. That's it for this session. Hope you found that useful. We'll have more next time, and you can check out some of our other videos and resources in the links below. Any questions, drop us a line too. You've got our contact details on screen. If you enjoyed the session, my name's Liam Bastick. If you didn't, my name's Tim Heng. Otherwise, thanks very much.